With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Line 36. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. Got it. Line 36. Line 36. 14.
Now Wilson. And caught by Jerron Brown. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's our time. Good job right there. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. 12.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Mike 29. Crunch time, defense. Choke. 12.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Green 80. Mike 29. Down to lose 1. Fair. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey, let's get in them holes.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Rip right, rip right. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Check. Cross.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go. 56. Hey, gun. 56. Yeah. You don't want none. Like 56. Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. 180. I'm here all day. Check. 12.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 56. Been a long day for you.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here we go, D. Get him right, jump right. Mike, 36. 36. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Turn, touchdown. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I got you. Mark 56. No chance. 12.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 36. All day, baby. All day, baby. Hey, Haywood. 36 to Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
36 to Mike. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Get ready.
Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
21. Hey, gun. Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Open man is Bull. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On second and a couple. Fitzgerald. He's got the hook up to Jerron Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 7
Ready?
yard
10
line.
over.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Wahoo!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Check.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. And this one's incomplete. Jerron Brown, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready?
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
51, Mike. Mike, 51. Hey, here I come.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. And Dixon has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
15 line. 54.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. And Dixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, team 6. I got them.
You can't block me.
11. Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. 180.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Flex 80! 65, 65.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
Hey, Alpha!
54, right, 54. Come up the ball.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Hey, gun, gun.
We own it. We own
21, 21. Here we go. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Stand.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11. I got you. Go!
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here we go, G.
21. Go ahead.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Echo. Go ahead.
From the 27, Garoppolo steps away to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
56. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go. 180!
Mike's 56.
13!
Here we go.
5!
56. Mike 56. 6 man.
Hey, gun.
56 to Mike. 56.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trapped.
2nd and 6. Looking deep for Jennings. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, Zoo. I got you. 56. Check 56. You ain't got nothing. 56. One, Omaha. Right there, 56. I got one.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming to you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Here we go. 11 ending. Right there, 56. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll go option to the short side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Go.
Wide motion.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Completes it to Dixon. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got it.
56 to Mike. 50.
Hey, exit.
Watch the run.
Hey.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. 3rd down here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And an alley to run. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's the option going left on second down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, whoa.
56. Lots 56. They're not ready for this, man.
Hey, gun.
Still playing sack.
White.
Y'all playing wrong.
Bravo.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56. Check 56.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
Here we go.
That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Clock. Hey, Delta. I got this.
56.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
56 a month.
Go ahead.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
X3, 218, chopper. Get ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
General West.
Check 3.
Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Line 36. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Watch 30.
Go.
Go.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Bandit! 11. Hey, orbit. Hey, gun.
57. Drop deep.
65. 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
21. Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
11. You got nothing. Hey, Mike 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, that's right. 21. 54.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.